Hi, I'm Belinda Carisi and thank you so much for joining my page and visiting my video blogs. So today my topic of blogging, and a lot of women have asked me, knowing that I run a women's health fitness facility called Belinda Carisi Fitness Hub. We have a lot of mums post-baby and a lot of people asking me, what did you do post-baby? What are you about post-baby? So for me, I could never have given you this advice until I had my baby Leo. Now he's 5 months old. And I feel like now I'm ready to really get my body back and get myself into a good routine. But it's taken me months to get to this point. And I just want to give you my 5 tips on basically what you guys can implement that's going to make it a lot easier for you to get your body back. So my number 1 tip, and it's the tip that any health professional will give you, is get your body assessed by a professional physio. What I recommend is the 6-week checkup is to go and see a women's health physio. They are specialised in women's health. They are specialised in pelvic floor and women post-pregnancy. So what I would recommend is you go and see someone, sort out these people. They, I believe from my experience, and I went and saw lots of people, they are the most thorough when it comes to making sure that you've rebuilt that pelvic floor, because once you've lost that pelvic floor, it is very hard to get back. And you've also, when you're in pregnancy, you also, your abs can separate, and if they do separate and you start coming back into training too quickly and you don't mend the diastasis, it's called a diastasis that you get in between your abdominals, what can happen is you can get hernias, and generally if you really rupture this and it doesn't come back to normal, you're going to have surgery to bring it back. So, and we've had some women have to have surgery, and this was before they even joined our hub, and it's been really, really hard for them to get back in, and it's just a really long process. So that's the number 1 thing. So make sure you go and see a women's health specialist to make sure your pelvic floor and your abdominal separation is assessed. So my number 2 will be just doing one thing at a time, focusing on one thing at a time. You know, I think when we become new mums, we become a new person. We don't even know who we are anymore. And the big thing is that you've just become a mum. The number 1 priority is your baby, especially when they're a newborn. Within the first 6 weeks, it's really important to spend as much time with them as possible. And then, you know, trying to find your routine. So it could be that your first thing might be is that you come to 1 session a week. It could be that you commit to 1 session at the same time every single week so that you can feel some type of consistency happening. And when you can manage that, you might do 2. Or it could be that your ultimate aim is just to go for 1 walk or 2 walks a day with your baby in your brand new pram that you've just been looking forward to using. Another thing could be that you drink more water, because if you're breastfeeding, you need to drink lots of water to be able to be healthy and have enough milk supply for your baby. So whatever that is for you, just choose one thing at a time and don't put too much pressure on yourself, because even by drinking more water, you're going to lose weight as well, because you're going to be letting go of all that extra fluid. So my number 3 would be to get yourself into some type of routine. The best thing that ever I did was to actually get a sleep consultant come to our house. I needed to understand how to get my baby in a routine so I could then create a routine for me around his sleep, because I didn't realise how important it was. And the reason why Leo, my baby, was so irritable was because most of the time he was overtired. And the sleep consultant, she helped me work out what the tired signs were, how to pick on them up on them early, so that I could quickly, go, yep, he's tired, put him to sleep, and that meant that I had some time for me. And now what I do is I basically plan my day around his sleep times, which gives me consistency too, because, and for me, I'm not all about my baby works around me. I kind of work around my baby because at this young age, he needs his sleep. So that's my bit of advice. You know, try and create some type of routine for both of you, not just you, because then they'll be probably shitty babies. Or the other way, if you just focus on them, you're probably going to feel there's no time for you. So try and find that balance. You know, work around that routine that you guys have created for yourself. My number 4 would be to make sure that you get into and join somewhere. If you're going to go back into training, join something that's going to be supportive for you. You know, make sure that when you do your training that you're with someone, or you're with a personal trainer that's going to be able to push you. Like for me, I've just joined up to a personal trainer because I'm not anywhere as fit as where I used to be. Like I feel like I need to retrain, and I feel I need support. I really feel like I need support because, you know, birth is sometimes a little bit overwhelming, and you know, when you start to do exercise that's overwhelming, like it's like, oh my gosh, this hurts, when is it going to be over? It's quite stressful. So someone that's going to monitor you and push you so that you feel that you can achieve your goals. And my number 1 thing is to not be too hard on yourself. As a mum, we feel like we can achieve everything. We have to achieve everything. You know, you've got your husband coming back from work. They think that you're probably not doing enough during the day. You've got, you know, and you want to make sure that you get the washing done, you get the cleaning done, you get the dinners cooked. You know, then you want to get your body back. Then you want to make sure that the baby's getting fed and sleeping well enough and all this kind of stuff. So, and then you get back to training and you're like so unfit. Well, coming back to training, I have been like throughout my pregnancy, I didn't do that much training and I did no running. 1, because I didn't want to put my hips out of alignment, because it's not really great to run when you are pregnant. And then post-pregnancy, I didn't want to run either because I wanted to make sure my pelvic floor was nice and tight. So I did a beep test the other day, and it's probably the worst beep test I've ever done because I just wasn't used to running. But the thing is that it's just about understanding where you're at and knowing. And I know, and I see it every single day here at Belinda Carusi Fitness Hub, that women get fitter, and most of the time when they've let go of all the pressure and they've just enjoyed every single day they're coming, that they achieve their goals quicker and they end up being stronger than they've ever been. A lot of the mums that come here have never had a six-pack and have a six-pack now. You know, they've never been able to do a chin-up and do a chin-up now. They've never been able to squat more than, 30 kilos, and they're squatting 40, 50 kilos now. It's just amazing. So remember that it's going to take a bit of time. You're a new mum if you are a new mum, or if you have multiple children, again, you have a lot more stress. So just take one thing at a time and don't put too much pressure on yourself. So yeah, they're my tips. And if you're interested in any of our programs or you'd like to learn more about the Belinda Carusi Fitness Hub, just click the link below and we'll be able to explain to you everything we do here. But we ultimately, and my goal is to try and educate you guys and try and empower you to be the best you can be. So I hope that's done that. If you know anybody that is pregnant or is post-pregnancy and they're trying to work out how to get back into training, please share this video to them and comment if you have any questions below, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
That was awesome.
I was like, fuck.